Hi, welcome back to Get Grounded. Jer and we brought you along on our hike today. We're hiking slash bouldering, and don't get me wrong, it's baby bouldering because I'm not good at it yet. It's not big boulders. But we wanted to talk to you today about tying in some of the other things that we talked about. Trusting your partner enough to be vulnerable with them, and unconditional acceptance in your thoughts, meaning that your partner doesn't judge your thoughts, so you feel safe to talk about what you need. And we wanted to talk about how that pertains to parenting. We have gotten our one part of our parenting down to a pretty good fine science, and it is passing the baton. When one of your children, we all know that our children are little angels, right? But if they are ever occasionally a bit of a jackass, which mine occasionally are, I need to be able to maintain who I want to be, the kind of model I want to be. And the reality is, sometimes I react. I'm human. Sometimes Jer reacts. He's human.
The most important part of that is talking to each other before you get to that point. So you're on the same page of what kind of parents you want to be in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, and here's the really important part of that. That window that we've been cultivating for your observing ego, so you can view your own behavior in it, you have to be able to share that window with your partner. So you have to trust them enough to be able to be vulnerable in that and say, I need you to take the baton. If you see that I'm struggling, if you know, these are our values as a parent, and I know she doesn't want to say that, or I know she doesn't want to do that, or I know she doesn't want our kids to see her lose her cool, you have to trust your partner enough to hand them the baton.
Right. And the hardest part is trusting your partner, and that's why it's so important to come to the same page before you get to that point, because you have to trust that partner enough to deal with the really hard part, which is letting go when that person tells you maybe you're pushing the boundary that we didn't want to get to as a couple. And that's really hard to let go, because you feel like, don't tell me I'm not parenting the right way. But the reality is
Which is judgment.
Right.
That's, you instantly feel that judgment.
Yeah. The reality is by coming to an understanding of the parents you want to be before that point, you know that person has your best interest at heart when they're stopping you and trying to take that baton so they can help you when you are maybe a little too heated, and they can see it in a better light.
So as in anything in your marriage, I think it's just important to take the judgment out, to stop shoulding and musting each other and acting like you know all the answers, because neither of us do, and that's the reality. And once you can say that to each other and know that you have the same values for your children, then you're able to bring self-awareness into it, accountability again, and empathy. And that serves our kids, and it serves us as a couple. Thanks so much, you guys. See you in a couple of days.